How to make Reggaeton Rage BrazilPhonk song without equipment. Easy step-by-step guide in FL Studio 11. Step 1. Idea formulation. Don't try to come up with an idea, it will find you. You have to make sure you catch it. For this sake, pull your phone out when you have an idea and record it. For instance, this audio clip has been created by me when I was brushing my teeth. Let's listen to it. When we have the main idea, we need to use one shot from a BrazilPhonk or Reggaeton pack. Link in the description, or you can find something yourself. We scroll through the one shots and find something we like. When we have found something we like, we press F6 and drag this to the audio selection of tracks. Then we press F7 to open the piano row. Here we have to turn on a minor scale. We go to row piano options, view. Row piano options, view, scale highlighting, and we select minor neutral, and we have billion. We select minor neutral and pick any root note. This is important. I like D minor. Now we have to sing the melody. As we recall, the melody was As we can hear, there are multiple elements present in the melody we sang. We only need the melody and the rhythm. We first right-click the BPM section and press tab, and then we tap the rhythm of our idea. I arrived at 88 BPM. Then we close it and yes. Now we have to right-click, record notes, press record. Enable 3 to 1, press space and just play the rhythm, not the melody. Only the rhythm. When we have recorded the melody, we can disable recording. Now we have to position the notes only on white spaces, not the black spaces. Don't fear experimenting, because this is how you make something good. By chance. I suggest you using the 1/2 step grid, so it is easier to navigate through the rhythm of BrazilPhonk. After we have picked what we like through trial and error, we need to see what the bass note of our scale is. If you are unsure, go to piano roll options, view, scale highlighting, scale automatic. On the left hand side, you're gonna recognize that we are playing the F minor scale. So F is the bass note. When we go back to our one shot section, we don't need one shots anymore. We need something like bass. When the bass note is signaled as E, we have Иди нахер, короче. If you wanna test a different scale, you can move it up or down and see how it sounds in it. You might like it more. When it comes to bass, we have to select the bass note of the scale, in this case E. And then we can go down. Through trial and error, you will get to understand what sounds good. Now, since we have the main idea, we need to chop our essential idea where we had vocals, etc. into parts. Zoom in. I also would advise you to lengthen the audio clip. Overall, we don't need no drums. Everything is already in our clip. We just have to break it apart. This is gonna be our intro. Line it up to the grid very well. This is a great kick. Put it in here. After a couple of minutes of editing, we get the following result. In addition to that, we can pick a sample with percussions and drag it in. Be aware that the BPM may differ. This one, for example, sounds like shit. BrazilPhonk as a genre is heavily minimalistic, so we don't have to exaggerate beyond this. For a simple structure, copy and paste it a couple of times, delete one portion, automate volume, for example, in this audio clip, and there you go. Maybe also delete bass, lower this to an octave down. Paste in the hook. Cut the end of this clip and the loop. We can also use effects. For example, I like the knife. It sounds cringe. The final touch is to add our idea clip somewhere in the timeline. After you have achieved satisfactory placement of sounds, you are good to go. For advanced users, you can consider spending roughly $23,000 to purchase VSC plugins like FabFilter Saturn 2, FabFilter Pro Q3, Pro L2, RC20 Retro Color. Only using these programs, you can achieve good sounding music without spending a decade programming. If we were to add the same effects to our example, If you are interested in reggaeton type rhythm, I suggest you taking a loop, analyzing for the rhythm and then replicating it yourself. It's very simple if you enable the 1/4 beat. This is basically all of the reggaeton music if you were to mix it with BrazilPhonk. It's very simple, you just have to chop vocals. And add some aggression to it. And without 20,000 worth of plugins, it sounds like this.